What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ty. With the GoPro strapped to my head, I present to you the 2025 Volkswagen Taos. And this one is in the new SE Black trim level. And the Taos has received a nice refresh for 2025. Now we're going to be taking this car for a full-on test drive today. We'll get a feel for it on the road, but I wanted to show you a couple features before we get out there. Now most of the changes are up front, where we have a full light bar now and new headlights. We also have a different lower grille design with this kind of pretty beefy kind of arch looking appearance. Now 19-inch wheels, of course, all blacked out as the trim level suggests. Black roof, black mirror caps, even black door handles. Particular sticker price on this one is $34,358, including all the accessories this vehicle has and destination. Now, as you can see, it is darker out, so you can see we have a full light bar back here too. And even the Volkswagen emblem lights up. That's one of my favorite parts of this vehicle. And it's definitely a pretty sharp looking car. And opening the trunk, it's pretty roomy. I think a little bit more roomy than the size this vehicle suggests. You can fold down the seats 60-40 split. There's a pass-through, and there's also a spare tire underneath the trunk. Oops, I don't think that shut all the way. There we go. And in the rear seats, we've got a nice big door, wide opening, and I'm 5'10", and this seat is kind of adjusted to where I would sit, and I still have plenty of space. There's air vents back here. There's a USB-C charger, and it's really, really roomy, not to mention the giant panoramic roof in this car. We've got a 6-speaker audio system, blind spot warning, all kinds of good stuff, and really cool looking seats. Volkswagen calls this material Cloud Tex, and it's kind of a cross between a leather and a suede. But these seats are fully powered up front, with the driver's seat at least, and the passenger seat is manually adjusting. So as you can see, we've got a new radio, new climate controls, and again, the keen eye will notice new air vents too on either side. But enough of me blabbing on about the features. You could check that out in our features review video. Let's buckle up for safety, put this puppy in drive, and take it out. Alrighty, driving the Taos. So, quick overview of our test drive. Most of it is going to be on a nice Connecticut back road, so we'll get an acceleration test. We'll also test out its handling and suspension, but first we're going to take a right onto this sort of more main road. Now we are approaching rush hour, so hopefully we'll get it up to some higher speeds, kind of see what the sound levels are like, and also comfort levels up at some higher speeds. So a little tidbit of knowledge on this 2025 Taos. Now, I first saw pictures of the updated Taos, of course, before seeing the vehicle, and I thought it looked a little bit strange in the pictures, to be honest with you. But now that I see it in person, and I see the headlights are really cool. It's got the light bar in the front and the back, and there's a new screen setup and new climate controls. I think this is a really, really attractive offering, and I've always liked the Taos ever since it came out, because it's a really it's a compact SUV, but it doesn't feel compact on the inside. There's lots of space, width-wise. There's lots of space in the rear seats and also in the cargo area. Now, as far as driving, it looks like we're just barely gonna crest 40 miles an hour here. Up at these speeds, at least, sound levels are nice. You know, there's not a whole lot of noise coming from the oncoming traffic. I really don't hear any, you know, unexpected wind noise, anything like that. There's a little bit of whirring from the tires. But, you know, nothing unexpected and nothing out of the ordinary for a car in this class. I'd say it does pretty good. Now we're going to take a right onto our back road and we're going to put it into sport mode here. We're going to keep the car in automatic, you know, transmission in automatic mode. We'll do an acceleration test. What I like to do is get it up to 25 miles an hour and mash the throttle. So let's do that now. So decently impressive acceleration here. What we're working with under the hood is the same 1.5 liter turbocharged inline 4 engine. However, it produces a little bit more power this year. It's got 174 horsepower now and 184 pound-feet of torque. So that is really plenty of power for a car this size, and you know, you can definitely feel the power difference. It's actually, you know, a good change. You know, 20 horsepower from last year's model, and you know, in a car of this size is fairly significant. So it definitely feels good in the acceleration department. Now, the Volkswagen does a funny thing with the transmissions in this car. There's actually two different drivetrains. So you have front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. This one is the 4Motion all-wheel drive. But if you have the front-wheel drive model, you get a conventional 8-speed automatic transmission. However, if you get the all-wheel drive model, you have an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission. So kind of the performance option, I guess you could say, would be the all-wheel drive model with its very fast-shifting dual-clutch transmission. Now, this is definitely not the smoothest of roads out there, but the Taos is doing a really nice job at soaking up all the bumps. It's definitely a pretty comfortable suspension setup here, and very solid, I should say. You know, most Volkswagens, at least, always have that kind of solid sense when you go over a bump. You know, you don't get any weird vibrations or shakes or noises that some vehicles have. And this Taos is no exception. Got a couple of turns here, nice S-turn. Obviously, this is no sports car or anything, but we do want to get a little bit of a feel for how it handles. And it actually does pretty well around the corners. You know, this is an SUV or a crossover, I guess you could say. So the you know, the roof is higher, which creates a little bit of a taller center of gravity, I guess. But really not too bad around the corners. And there's really not too much to complain about with this Taos. It's comfortable. You know, the steering wheel feels good in your hands. The transmission always knows, you know, what gear you should be in. And the seats are pretty adjustable too, again, for this class of vehicle. You have full powered seats and two-way lumbar, so you can really find a nice, you know, seat comfort there. This one's got heated seats too, which I'm very thankful for, and also 3-stage heated steering wheel too. Again, very thankful for on this very cold and windy 26-degree day here in Connecticut. And this car too, at $34,000, you know, it's a decent, you know, price to pay for a car in this class. That's, you know, it's not a small amount of money for you know, against the vehicles that it competes with, but it really does have a nice amount of features, and it's a really good looking vehicle. You know, it's definitely a bit more premium looking and feeling than it was before in the pre-facelift. So they definitely, you know, classed it up a little bit for the 2025 update. And ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much does it for the test drive on the updated Volkswagen Taos. By now, you should be seeing the link pop up at the bottom of your screen for the full features review, so make sure you check out that. And also make sure you stick with us here at Ty Drives for more videos just like this one in the future.